Hi. This is my Taylor Swift video. Finally, I'm doing a review of the new album Lover. It also happens to be very sunny in here, so why don't I put on my new Taylor Swift sunglasses? Not that they protect very much from the sun, but look how cute they are. They're so cute. And I also have on my Taylor Swift shirt, so I'm very prepared. So let's talk about the album. It came out a little bit ago now. It's today is September 3rd, so it came out a little bit ago, 10 days. It came out on August 23rd, but I've really, soaked it in. I've really enjoyed it. I've really listened to it. I've really thought about it, and I'm ready to talk. Last time when Reputation came out, I did a whole review the day that it came out. I listened to it just once and I made my notes. But I wanted to kind of reflect more on this one because when I look back at my Reputation video, I'm like, I was pretty harsh on it, I think, because a lot of the times it takes time for the songs to grow on me. But I was telling everybody this time that is so not the case. Like the songs did not need to grow on me. I was immediately into these songs on Lover. I already liked them after the first listen, for the most part. There were a few that had to grow on me a little bit, but overall, I really, really liked the album right away and was so excited about it. So I'm actually going to close my blinds, I think, because it's weird for me to wear sunglasses the whole time, isn't it? I might close the blinds. So give me just a second, and I'll just be right back. No, that's not too dark. That's fine. Okay. That's fine. Oh, that's much better. Okay, I can see. It's good. Okay. So let's talk. Let's talk about the songs. I got my album booklet right here. I got my signed one. And I would like to talk a little bit about each song. So it starts off with a gem, I Forgot That You Existed, which is such a fun song. It's very catchy right away. It's, light. It's carefree. It's really fun. It's got a little bit of shade in it. It's got, the Drake reference, which is really cute. And I love the little talking bit where she says, it's just indifference. I like when she does that. It's super cute. Uh, so I really think that one is darling. It's short, which is a bummer, but it's very cute, and I like the little laugh that she does in it as well. I like. Whoops, I don't want to do that. I like, especially the end. It's just indifference. So yeah, it's very cute. And like I said, it's a short song, so I do wish it was longer, but that's always a good thing. When you want more, leave them wanting more. Start off strong. We like it. And then number two is Cruel Summer. I was really excited to hear that one because I knew that she had written that song with Jack Antonoff and Annie Clark, and she does a lot of her writing with Jack Antonoff, and I tend to like those songs very much. I really, really like him as a writer. I like Bleachers a lot, and when they work together, it usually sounds very awesome. And then Annie Clark, of course, is St. Vincent, so I was excited to see what that would be like, them all working together. And the song is awesome. I truly like it so much. I liked it right away, but I really, really like it now. Now that it's been like 10 days and I've been able to listen to it, I really, really like it now that I've had it on repeat. Of course, the best part in the song is he looks up grinning like a devil. And I love when she screams it. It's so cool. And it makes me want her to do that in all of her songs, have like a little screaming kind of rock moment. I love, love, love that. And of course, the lyrics in this one are just so fun. Um, I love that, it's this new toy that she has, something that she wants to try out, but it's cruel because it's like she gets too attached to it. And I think that's really fun. And of course, I love screaming, I love you, ain't that the worst thing you ever heard? So it's full of really fun lyrics like that. And I like that she gets to like scream them. And it's kind of a really fun delivery. I like that a lot. That's Cruel Summer. And it's become one of my favorites, probably like my fourth favorite on the album. It's very fun. Okay, next is Lover, which we had already heard. It's really good. When I first heard it, I liked everything about it except for the way that she says lover, how she sort of speaks it a little bit. The tone is off. And I still kind of feel the same way. I do really like the song. It's very cute. I like the strings. I like the softness of it. I just am not a huge fan of the way that she says lover because it just doesn't really match with the whole rest of the song for me. I do like it, but her saying that it's her favorite song she's ever written, that I don't see or agree with. It's good. It's not her best song, not by a long shot. Um, but I mean, we all have different favorites, and that's okay. Next is The Man, which I love, 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 love. But the message obviously is awesome. I'm all for a feminist message. I mean, she's completely right that people would not be as hard on her if she wasn't a girl. She's definitely right about that. My brother mentioned that this song is very heavy-handed, and he's right. It's not very metaphorical like a lot of her songs are, where you have to read into it. It's just outright saying, you treat me badly because I'm a girl, and if I was a man, you wouldn't. And she says that very directly rather than having it masked with, more poetic language. And that's completely fine. The beat is awesome. So it's such a fun and catchy song that I can just listen to it over and over and over again, regardless of if I liked the message or not. But I do really like the message. I think that it's something important, and it's okay that it's direct because it needs to be said. And as long as you're saying it, I'm not mad that you're saying it so directly at all. And like I said, the beat is so much fun. Like I just can dance so much to that song. I really can. I love it a lot. The Archer is next. I don't know why I'm looking. Like I know the track list, but I just get confused in my little videos. The Archer, I love. Of course, it's very sad. It's slow. It's not really one to dance to. There are several lyrics in it that I really like. I really enjoy All of My Heroes Die All Alone because it's so sad and it really paints a picture for you. Like, this is the life that she's seeing for herself. She's going to be alone and she feels very lonely and she knows that it's probably going to end up with her being by herself, but she hopes that it doesn't. She hopes that she gets someone to stick around. And I love that. I really love a sad song. And I know there's the whole thing with track number 5. Like her track number 5 is always very like vulnerable and kind of heart-wrenching in a way. And this one is no exception. It's a really lovely song. But I had heard it several times, so I wasn't like excited, about hearing this one on the album. It's good. It's definitely good. It's not my favorite on the album, but we will get to this. Did I tell you that The Man is one of my favorites? It's up there. I can listen to it so many times and not get sick of it, so I like it a lot. I think I'll take off my glasses. Oh, they're very colorized. Like, this really changes my view big time, having them on and off. Like everything is very yellow and I didn't even notice that it was so yellow until I took them off. That's very weird. Okay, then I'm going to keep them on actually. Okay. Next up we have I Think He Knows. This one I like a lot. I remember I listened to the whole album when I woke up that morning, Friday morning, while I was getting ready and while I was driving to work. And I remember playing that one and like I couldn't really do my hair or my makeup or anything because I was dancing around to it. I really enjoyed it. But I had no idea what she was saying when she says, bless my soul. I had no clue. I was like, she's saying something toe. Like it so sounded like, that's my toe. I was like, what? I knew it wasn't that because that makes zero sense. But it did not sound like bless my soul. I could not figure it out. And Bless My Soul doesn't make a whole ton of sense to me either. Like now that I know what it says, it doesn't make a ton of sense. But I love the chorus. I love skipping down 16th Avenue. That was really fun. And I wasn't totally sure what she was saying in that part, but I liked the sound of it and it was very cute. And also, and my brother mentioned this part as well. We really like when she says, you got that boyish look that I like in a man. I am the architect, I'm drawing up the plans. That part's really cool. I like the fast pace of that. And it's just a cool lyric. I Think He Knows is a really fun song. It's definitely a good one to dance to. My sister and I were doing that this weekend. And that was really fun. And I love the bridge so much. Lyrical smile, indigo eyes, hand on my thigh. We could follow the sparks, I'll drive. I love that. And then she repeats it and says it in sort of like a different way. And it's very fun. And it leads back into the last chorus. And I enjoy it very much. That is one that I like very much, but it's not in my top 3 favorites, but I like it a lot. Speaking of top 3 favorites, here comes one of them. it is Miss Americana and the Heartbreak Prince. I love this song so much. I love the mood of it. It reminds me so much of Friday Night Lights, the TV show. I love that the mood is like flashback. Like I can absolutely picture it. When I listen to this song, I have a very vivid picture in my mind of like sort of a cloudy, rainy high school football game. It, really takes me back. And I like that a lot because I've missed kind of her songs about that. So I really enjoyed that it was a flashback, and I love, love, love the cheerleader calls in the background, especially during the bridge. I love that so much. And during the chorus when they say, okay. It's so fun to sing along to. Like I said, you can capture the mood so well. It's telling a whole story, and it's in itself in the song. It's like watching a movie. And it even says in the song, she's lost in a film scene. I love the lyrics. I love the cheerleading in the background. I love the sound of it, the sort of gloomy but fun at the same time. And there's so many good lyrics in this song. I really, really love it. You play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. Like, how true is that about high school? Everything seems like a big deal, but it's so not. Like, you're not going to get anything out of it by acting this way. And again, I just love the pace of it. I love the idea of the song. Like, I'm not sure how it was dreamt up. I know that she wrote it with Joel Little, and they also wrote The Man Together, another one that I love. So I'm excited. Right? She wrote that with him, right? Yeah. So I really like the work that they've done together as well. And the go, fight, win in the bridge is so clever to me that they're able to work that in not just one phrase, but in multiple phrases, and to have that cheerleading. I just love how it feels like you're in high school, and people are talking in the hallways, and it all feels like the end of the world. But it's such a good song. That's definitely in my top 3. It might be my number 1. I love it. I really do. Number 8 is Paper Rings. Now, this one did actually have to grow on me. I didn't dislike it at first, but I like it much more now than I did at the beginning. The first time I heard it, the only thing I was really into was when she says, kiss me once, kiss me twice, 3 times, because it's going to be all right. Because you waited your whole life. I was really into that part right off the bat, and I still am. But I like the whole song more than I did. I didn't find it super exciting at first. I talked to another friend and they were like, oh, it's one of my favorites. And I was surprised that he said that. But then when I went back and I listened, I was like, it actually is really good. Again, I like the fast pace. I like that it's fun. I like that I can sort of picture it in my mind. It's like this fairy tale, very happy, very cute, very comfortable relationship. It's really nice. And there's a couple of really clever lyrics in there as well. I love when I'm with you, even if it makes me blue, which takes me back to the color that we painted your brother's all. It's very fun. And that's another one that she did with Jackie Antonoff, I believe. Yeah. And I'm almost always a fan of what they do together. That one's super fun. And it's cute. It's just a sweet, like, lighthearted song. And I like having that as well. I mean, it's 18 songs, so some of them are going to be dreary and gloomy, and some of them are going to be lighthearted. But this one I really did enjoy. Now, Cornelia Street is not my favorite. It's not a bad song by any means, but I just didn't find it super exciting compared to the other ones. It wasn't one where I had a big aha moment. With a lot of them, there was a lyric or there was a moment in the song where I was like, oh, that is good. That's something I'm going to remember. That's something I want to go back to. Cornelia Street didn't really have that for me. But I did love the overall message of, like, I really hope this doesn't end. Like, I know that we're happy now, but I just really, really hope that you don't leave. And I love when she has that, like, vulnerability to her lyrics, which she does very often. But it's saying, like, this is great right now, but there's a very good chance that it could end, and I won't be able to remember it so fondly. I won't be able to walk the street again and have those memories. So I did like the message. I just didn't find the song very exciting. I do still listen to it. I don't, like, skip it or anything like that. But it wasn't one of my favorites. But I do really like the parallelism between the beginning and the end. I really like the I rent a place on Cornelia Street. I say casually in the car. I like that a lot. It's a sweet song. It's just there's better ones on the album, I think. I mean, of course there are. But it's sad, and I do like sad songs. So there's definitely something there. There's something to like. That was another one that I think I was just so hyped up about because Taylor had said it was one of her favorites. And so I was expecting it to be more groundbreaking or more of a standout to me because she had said that she really liked it. But I think that she and I don't have the same taste in her music. I really do because she was so into this one and I was like, it's not my favorite. And then when she said that Lover was her favorite one she's ever written, girl, you've done much better. I mean, you're great. Everything you do is great for the most part. But we don't have the same favorites, and that's fine. As long as we agree that All Too Well is her best song. I think we all can agree, right? So next we have Death by a Thousand Cuts. One of my favorites. Definitely one of my favorites. This is another one that I liked right away, but not as much as I like it now. I love it. I can never skip it. It's one of the ones that if I'm just going to listen to a couple of songs from the album, this has to be one of them. I love it. I love it. The beginning threw me off a little bit. I was like, this is a little weird. I was just saying my, but it was in that sort of churchy sound, and that was a little bit weird to me at first. But I love this song. This is another one. The lyrics are fantastic. You can absolutely feel like you're in her headspace, understanding what she's going through. There's a lot of really good lines. One that I really like, you said it was a great love, one for the ages. If the story's over, why am I still writing pages? Honestly, it's not a hugely mind-blowing line or anything like that. I just like it a lot. But I love the bridge. The my heart, my hips, my body, my love, trying to find a part of me that you didn't touch. I love that. I think that's the bridge. I don't know a whole lot about music, but I think that part's the bridge. And this is probably my favorite bridge from the whole album. I know I was just talking about how much I love the bridge from Miss Americana and the Go Fight Win, and I do love that, and I love it a lot. But this bridge is really special too to me too. When it's our songs, our films, united we stand, our country. Guess it was a lawless land. Quiet my fears with the touch of your hand. Paper cut stings from our paper thin plans. Like that's excellent. That is some clever wording there. It's really, really cool. I love that she brought in, because it's 1,000 cuts, so it's paper cuts, and it's a lot of little things that caused the destruction in the end of this relationship that she's talking about. And I just love it. I love the way she says, "You're not my baby." Like there's a lot of clever things in here. I look through the windows of this love, even though we boarded them up. Like, they've said it's over, but she's still trying to like reminisce on it and trying to hold on to what was good about it. And again, there's the parallelism where she takes, from the first verse, she takes the line, I take the long way home. I ask the traffic lights if it'll be all right. They say, I don't know. So it's got a sort of a melancholy vibe. Like it's a very, very fun and catchy and danceable song, but obviously it is sad and about the destruction and the end of a relationship. And I really, really, really love that juxtaposition between, and I love that in every song that has it, not just her songs, but anybody's song that has the really upbeat rhythm and seems, very up tempo, but then you listen to the lyrics and you're like, oh, it's a bit of a downer. So I love songs like that very much. This video is getting lengthy. Next up, we have London Boy. Obviously, the lyrics are very silly, but the beat is really fun. It's not my favorite song on the album just because it doesn't have those super clever lyrics. It doesn't have that really unique message. It's just kind of, I'm picturing her and her guy going around London, and that's very cute. I like London. It's a nice place. But the lyrics are a bit cringy sometimes, which is fine. It's completely fine because it's not, the first time that she's had cheesy lyrics, and hello, look at the shirt I'm wearing. Awesome. So it's not bad. It's really not a bad song. And again, I don't skip it or anything like that. It's just not one that I'm going to probably write home about. I'm not going to be like, you guys have to listen to London Boy. I saw somebody on Twitter say that it was their favorite song on the album, and that was really strange to me. I mean, to each his own. But there's better songs on the album. But London Boy is fun. I do really like the beat. Like, it's fun to sing along to, definitely. And I do like the Idris Elba at the beginning. That's cute. Soon You'll Get Better. Obviously, this one is so sad, so heartbreaking, but it's really good. It's simple. There's not a ton going on in the song. It's just very soft. It's very like laid bare. And I love that the Dixie Chicks are on it. I am not a country fan, but I love, what they stand for, the Dixie Chicks, and I love their version of Landslide, their cover of the Fleetwood Mac song. So I was familiar with them through that and loving the way that they did that. So I knew that I liked their instrumentals and their voices and everything like that. So it was cool to have them in here. I would have liked more of a feature rather than just a harmony, and I'm sure everybody would. Everybody that was excited about the Dixie Chicks being on there would have liked that. But it is, like I said, a simple song. The message is very sad and very heartbreaking, but it's another one you can really picture. You can feel like you're sitting there in the hospital room, and people that can really relate to this song, I'm sure it's very hard to listen to because it does bring back the emotions of the situation. It wasn't something that I really had been through anything like this. So the song is definitely sad, but I can imagine that like for other people it would be not even pleasant to listen to because it'd be so sad. It's so like raw. And I remembered that it was going to be because remember she had said like they weren't sure if they were going to put this song on the album, but thank goodness she did. I think it's so important to be honest and like um, be truthful about your feelings. So I think it was probably very cathartic for them. Next up is False God. Not one of my favorites. I just find it a little bit boring. I like that they tried the jazz. I like that they were trying something new. Uh, but it wasn't what I need from Taylor. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't something that I was saying, oh, she should really do a jazz song. I could probably get that somewhere else if I wanted. It's not a bad song. Again, I'm never going to say that a song of hers is bad. It's just not my favorite. That's fine. I'm sure it's someone's favorite. In fact, I was talking to my friend, and she really likes False God because she loves that it is that experimentation of the different instruments that we don't really see from them a lot. But that's all right. You Need to Calm Down. I love it. I know a lot of people don't. I love it. I've listened to it so many times before the album came out, so I didn't have to listen to it very many times. Obviously, my first time listening through the album, I listened to everything. I didn't skip any songs or anything like that. Uh, but I had heard that one many times. I still love it. I think it's great. And it's fun. And it has a good message. And I know that some people think that it's heavy-handed and think that it's corny and think that she shouldn't equate what she's going through to the struggles that the gay community goes through. And I understand that. I understand that we wouldn't want to conflate the two things. They're two separate struggles, obviously. But I think that it was, a summer song. It was meant to be fun, but with a good message and for her to promote her values as well. And I think it did that. So I think that's great. Afterglow. I like this one. I really do. I listen to it a lot now. I didn't think that it was a favorite of mine when I first heard it. I liked it, but I didn't think it was a favorite of mine. But I actually quite like it now. I listen back to it. It's a really fun one to belt out, turn it up really loud and go and sing and shout it out. And I love the message. I love her, acknowledging, hey, I messed up. I just love when people are willing to do that, to admit their mistakes, and especially in front of, millions of people. I do like Afterglow. I like fighting with a true love is boxing with no gloves. That's a great metaphor. That's one that I would have my kids analyze, I think, that when we get to metaphors and songs. And I really like the way that she sings some of these things. Thought I had reason to attack, but no. It's so excruciating to see her. This ultraviolet morning light below. Like the way that she gets that kind of deeper tone in her voice when she sings those. I like that very much. Then we have Me, which, again, I know a lot of people don't like. I still find it fun. It's not the best song on the album, but it's fun to dance to, and it represents my shirt. And I have another Me shirt as well. I'm really upset that they took out Hey Kids, Spelling is Fun, because why change the song? Like, even if people don't like it, you don't need to bow to the pressure. I don't like that they changed the song, but at least I can still listen to the old version. They didn't get rid of it. It's just they didn't put that version on the album. So I thought like there might have been a glitch, with my Spotify or something like that when I listened to it. I was like, wait, they took out that part. It was very weird. And I wish that they hadn't done that. But it's not the end of the world. I can still listen to the other one. It's Nice to Have a Friend. Big fan of this song. I know a lot of people don't like it. I know that it's different. I really like it. I like that she has the school choir in the background. And I like that it's like a little bit creepy. It's not like a banger or a bop or whatever. It's not meant to be a song that you're jamming to. Like it's a song that is kind of like on in the background, or it's on as you're driving. And that's when I listened to it the first time I was driving to work. But it's got that nice ooh in the background. I can't sing it all. It doesn't matter. But I love that the chorus has incorporated the kids and their instruments. I love that it's a very, very, very simple song, and it's just honest, and it's able to take you back to like childhood and playing on the playground and making a friend. And it's another sort of flashback song like Miss Americana is, but it takes you back to an earlier time. And it's just cute. And I do like that it's different. It's like a little bit spooky sort of at the beginning, like a little bit haunting, I want to say. And none of the lyrics are groundbreaking again, but they are truthful and they are nostalgic, and I love nostalgia. So it's a song that I can really appreciate, and I just like that it's different. It's not like any other song on the album at all. Lastly, we have Daylight. I like it. I really, really like the references to her past songs. There's a couple in there, but obviously the most clear one is I once believed love would be burning red, but it's golden. And it harkens back to Red, the album. And of course, there's the references to New York. There's the different cities that she's lived in, and how she's always talked about love as being such a cruel thing. And now she's finally seeing that it isn't, that it is the brightness in the darkness. It is the light. It is the daylight. And I love that, because reflecting on your own songs and your own songwriting is such a neat thing to do that I don't see all the time people doing. And I think that it's great because it shows her growth as a songwriter and as a person, and how she has written songs when she was at a darker time in her life, and now she's realizing that things aren't always like that, and that was kind of reactive songwriting, and this is more introspective. And I love that. It's a really, really, really pretty song, of course. And we had a lot of hints towards this one because she had kept saying, just step into the daylight and let it go. And so for that to be the last song on the album, I think is really, really important, because it's emphasizing the importance of the message and saying, like, this is the thought that I'm going to leave you with after you've listened to this whole album. And it is very cohesive as an album. It definitely feels all like this sort of cloudy pink and cotton candy, nostalgia-y, pastel, bright, happy, while also being nostalgic and reminiscing, and also acknowledging the gloom and the doom of the things that she's been through and that we've been through, but ultimately seeing the light at the end. Step into the daylight and let it go. And I think this album did a great job of encompassing that line as a whole. And so when she said that she was thinking about making this album, making the title Daylight, I think that makes a lot of sense, because it is the last song on the album. It encompasses the mood of the album, the message and the theme. Like, it really, and even the spoken bit at the end where she says, you are what you love. She's hearkening back to the foreword that she wrote at the beginning, where she wants to be defined by those things, what she loves, and not the darkness and not the things she's afraid of. And I do really love hearing her say that. I know it's a little bit cheesy, but I don't mind that she's hammering that message home, because the rest of it is so like expertly woven into the album that I think it's okay to leave the listeners on that last remembering note. I'm sorry that I'm shaking. On that last note, to remind them, hey, this is the message of the album, in case you didn't get it. Step into the daylight. Let go of the past. Let go of the things you've been through that have been difficult, the things that are trying to bring you down. And, be happy with what you have now, and use what you've been through and what has gotten you here to better appreciate what it is that you have now. So not like completely forget the past, obviously not, because she has all these flashback songs. So she's not forgetting her past at all, but she's realizing that because of that past, she's able to have the present that she has. So I love it. I mean, as somebody who loves reading and loves English and loves, themes and things like that, it's a great, 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 great album, because it does all of that. It has the cohesive message. It has a story. And the diary entries really, really, really help with that message. They encompass and they showcase her loneliness and how she felt very isolated, and she tried to cope with that through her songwriting, and how that helped her become more reflective of what she had been through. And I don't want this video to be an hour long, but I could talk about this album for a really long time, because it's really special. It's a great, 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 great album. I think she knocked it out of the park. And I love it so much, and I hope that you do too. So I'm excited to hear your thoughts, and thanks for watching my half an hour long video. Thank you. And I hope you like the album, and let me know what you think, and go listen to Lover if you haven't. Okay, bye.